Bonjour à tous, welcome back to Lingoni. It's a pleasure to teach you again today. The lesson of the day will be about numbers. In the A1 playlist, we've had a first introduction to numbers from 0 up to 20. And I thought since you know now how to tell the time, it means that you basically know or have to know how to count up to 60. So let's go up to 100 today. So you will have like all the a new spectrum of number and new knowledge regarding numbers. You might know that French people do weird things with numbers when it comes to 70, 80 and 90. So we'll put a stress on that part of the lesson. But for the rest, I will just give you the numbers from 10 by 10 and we'll give you like a couple of things that you need to know regarding numbers in pronunciation, but also when you write them. First of all, maybe it's needed to just very quickly go back to 0 up to 20, just for the pronunciation. I will be saying them. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 et 20. And now when you want to sum up to 100, you would have to, so I will start with 10 by 10. That means 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60, and then starts the strange calculation the French people do to sum up instead of maybe saying 70 like Swiss people or Belgium people would say. We say 70, which is literally 60-10 to reach 70. So 70, and then it gets even a bit weirder because we go for 80, which is like 4 times 20, 80. And then 90, 4 times 20 plus 10, and you reach 90. So my advice, and it's very important to not start thinking, oh, okay, so that's impossible to learn. It's horrible the way they function with numbers from 70 on. I have to tell you what's behind it. Like, why do we say 70, 80, 90? Because it sounds like something weird and a lot of words to basically say 70, 80, 90. But my advice is to just try to do and remember the phonetic of it, but do never do math when you try to say 70. Again, I know that you're not learning the language as a 3-year-old child who obviously do not know the math behind 70, 80 and 90. Just learn spontaneously and by ear. But that's basically what you have to do. I need to explain to you why is this happening? Why is it 70, 80, 90? What does it mean? Now you know. But again, do not try to remember that when you say these numbers. Just learn them phonetically and by heart. That will make your life much easier with the numbers, believe me. So I'll go back. 20, 30, careful with the pronunciation with the French R. The final E is not pronounced and it's a nasal sound again. 30, 40, 50, 60. They're all nasal. 50, 60. 70. And then for these numbers, 70 and 90, I will go back to them and explain how we sum up with these ones. But for the other one, 20 par exemple, ou 30, ou 40, ou 50, ou 60, what we do is basically 21 for every 1, 21, 31, 41, we add this conjunction of coordination, if I just translate literally, conjonction de coordination, for all of them. So you would say 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, then it gets weird. Always with this A, it's not optional. But then it's pretty much normal. You say 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. With 40, for example, it would be 45, 46, 47, 48. With 20 that I didn't do, 23, 24, 25, 50, 52, 53, 57, 59. Just remember that with the 1, you need to add this conjunction, like 41, 31. And then when we do this weird thing with the numbers, 60, 61, 70, here, because we have this, we sum up from the 10. What does that mean? We don't say 70, 70 et 1, but we say 70, 60 et 11. So we take the 10, and then from the 10, we sum up to 80. 70, 60 et 11, and then 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 80 is an exception. It would be the only one that doesn't work with the conjunction when you say 81. Yeah, just a little present on top of the whole number mess. You don't say 81, you say 81. 81, 82, 83. That's the only one that works this way. All the others will go with the et, but not 80. Another weird thing that 80 does is that when you write 80, 20 will end up with a final S because it's 4 fois 20, like 4 times 20. So 80 with final S. As soon as you start adding up 81, 82, 83, forget about the S. So only in 80 you will have to remember when you write to put a final S, not when you start adding up 81, 82, 83. What I've just told you with 70 and the sum up from the 10, 70 and then 71, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 obviously works with 90. 90 and then 91, 92, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then you reach 100. 100, you do not pronounce the final T and you have a nasal sound again. When you write, what's very important is that as soon as you have like more than one word, so yeah, every time 21, 27, 38, 49, 58, 73, doesn't really matter. As soon as you have two, you need to put the hyphen, le tiret au milieu. We used to not put the tiret for the et1, like 31, 41, 51, because they were considered as 3 independent words that wouldn't need to be linked with the tiret. But this has changed, so now you can perfectly put tiret everywhere. They're considered as group of words that go together and cannot be separated. So you just put the tiret every time. So that makes it easier because tiret all the time. I told you the rule with 80. That does not work with 90, only 80 with final S. And maybe what I forgot is to tell you that 81 without the conjunction also works with 90, 90, 91. Of course, not 91. 70, 71, but not 90, 91. 90, 91. 80 works a little bit differently when with the 1. 81, 91. No E. What else would be important? I get the pronunciation, of course, careful with the nasal sound, the final E that you wouldn't pronounce, the R that has to be as soft as possible. When you write, as I was telling you before, les tirets. And then, yeah, the advice I gave you at the very beginning, that I would definitely try to learn by heart and phonetically, by ear, by sound, the 70, 80 et 90. And I would forget as much as I can when I speak the math. Why am I telling you this? Just because it usually doesn't work. When you start thinking, what was it again? What is the multiplication or l'addition that they're doing? Then you get confused and it's not easy. So just by heart. Also, if someone is telling you like a phone number or something like that, you wouldn't want to start doing the math. You just need to remember, oh, she said 70. 70 is the one with 7. 80 is... Yeah. Okay, so to conclude with this lesson, I think the best thing would be to give you concrete examples with sentences, like clearly sentences that you could hear in daily life. So let's go for that. Ma grand-mère a 71 ans et mon grand-père a 82 ans. Il est 23h45. Ma tante fête ses 50 ans cette année. Morgane est née dans les années 90, in the 90s. Morgane est née, she was born, irrégulier, verbe naître, dans les années 90. Julie habite ou vit, habite, verbe habiter, vit, verbe vivre, au numéro 65 de cette rue. Nos amis ont plus de 100 livres dans leur bibliothèque. Sébastien dit qu'il a 30 paires de chaussures. Marie fait de l'exercice à 20h30 chaque soir. Quel nombre vient après 99? Quel nombre vient après 99? Il y a environ, more or less, about, 60 personnes dans cette salle. Le code postal de Paris est 75. Et enfin, mon numéro de téléphone se termine ou finit par 84. Okay, so these are just random examples and sentences containing numbers, which I think are very real. I mean, it could totally happen that you hear that. Because I was told that numbers are not that useful. I think they are, and in daily life. So it's good to clarify and to know them a little bit. That's basically it for today. I hope this was useful and not too confusing, because that was not the objective of it. And I would definitely recommend, as always, to practice with worksheets, interactive exercises, podcasts, and videos. Everything we've been seeing together today on lingoni.com. You know that you always have a lot of material that allows you to practice and make sure what we are doing together is well understood and well assimilated. So good luck with that. Obviously, and as I'm always telling you, do not hesitate to leave a comment, ask questions, or tell me if I forgot anything or if anything is not clear enough for you. But I hope this was of some help for you. Thank you very much for your attention as always, and I see you very soon for a new lesson. Au revoir, à bientôt.